Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. Look, I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. So excited to have my fellow buff, Mr. Anthony Armstrong, on with us. Great guy doing some great things. And so, man, excited to have the opportunity to highlight him and share with you all the amazing things that he has going on. So first, man, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Man, I appreciate it. I've been following your work from on Facebook from a distance, and I'm glad to be able to be included for once. I'm excited.
Let's get it, baby. Well, let's dive into it, man. If you don't mind sharing with the audience, kind of your journey, your background, so they have an idea of who you are and what you do.
Sure, I know this could take up a whole entire hour, but the truncated version is, I ended up in the NFL, but I started in Carrollton, Texas. Just single parent household, younger sister, older brother. Went to Division II West Texas A&M, so shout out to the Buffs.
Go Buffs.
And worked my way up. I worked my way up the back roads, man. I went through Odessa, Texas, playing Arena League there, 2 seasons with the Desperados. And then finally 3 years after my draft, I got into the NFL. And then I had another year getting cut, to join Washington to actually hit the field. So, man, my whole story has been about just, never wanting to quit, always being able to just dig down and find ways to overcome adversity, just kind of reframing things and having a good perspective about it. And, I truly believe you can achieve whatever you want to, as long as you're willing to pay the price for it.
Hold on, wait a minute. We got to give him that again.
I said, you can achieve anything you want to, as long as you're willing to pay the price for it.
So good, man. I had to have you repeat that one, man. That's so good. And you have to make some sacrifices. You have to make some investments. I tell people your ROI determines your ROI, right? So, and your ROI determines your ROI. So your return on your investment determines your radar of influence. And your radar of influence determines your return on your investment. And so, just hearing you talk about your story makes me think about, you being connected and meeting some great people along that journey, right? And establishing some amazing relationships, from your hometown to good old Canyon America. We used to call it Canyon America, having those experiences, in arena ball and then in the league. Man, you've been blessed to be around some amazing people, have some great relationships, but you've had to invest something into that. You had to pay the price to make those things happen. And so, hence, amazing things have happened for you in your life.
Yeah, I mean, I've always looked at. I use my mom as a motivator. Where I look and I'm like, man, single mom, working full time, but still having the ability to take care of 2 kids, and have a life, outside of work, and be able to go out and enjoy herself. She retired early. She'd been playing golf 2-3 times a week. I want to be like her. You know what I mean, Chip? Shoot, I want to play golf 2-3 times a week. But I figured like she never complained once. So why would I complain when it's 100 degrees and you running sprints? There's no need to complain. It could always be worse. You know what I'm saying? So I just stack that every single time. When you're playing ball in Odessa for $200 and you want to get to the league, that's a long way to go. But I can focus on right now and make the most of these opportunities while I'm here.
I love it, man. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Man, saying that proud of is something that's big. I don't think we hear that enough as men, especially as Black men. and hearing it from somebody else. But I've had to tell myself that I'm proud of my accomplishments, mostly more recently, like the memorabilia and stuff that's on the walls. I didn't used to have this stuff up. I used to be so mad at football, and
Yeah.
now I'm like, man, that was kind of cool. When you look at pictures and you see, 70,000 people in the stands that watch
Come
you
on.
catch one pass, I'm like, that was pretty cool. So I'm proud of the fact that I made it to the league, but I'm more proud of the staying with it and working my way to the league. The arrival there, everybody always says it's about the journey, which is true, but you don't enjoy the journey when you in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to get to the top of the mountain and look back down and say, man, that's a good view. But when I
Yeah.
was in them trees, it didn't feel this nice. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the mud, you didn't feel that, right? So when you get done, you can appreciate the journey. But when you in the
Yeah.
journey, it doesn't feel good. It got to be real.
Mm, love it, man. All right. So making it to the league. Any others you got, man?
Oh man,
Or
you know what? I can say I forgot to add on, but right now I'm a father of three boys and got a little girl on the way. So definitely proud of that. Being able to fill a role that I didn't see in my own household. Right? You trying to learn how to be a dad when you didn't have a dad in your household. So yeah, like that's something to try to navigate. But I'm proud of these boys. I'm proud of who they are and how people receive them in public and hearing about how they get reports at school. I mean, there's some bad behavior every now and again. I mean, we'll be real, but I mean, I'm proud of the dad that I am. And then like I can say I'm proud of the husband I am as well. Learning to be a leader in the household, which kind of spills out into everywhere, so just being able to continue to elevate myself, I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that.
good, man. So, just hearing you talk about your journey, the things that you've been blessed to accomplish, getting it out the mud and getting to the mountaintop,
Mm.
uh, the things that you're proud of, man, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
Man, success is definitely something that's individual. It's going to be specific to any individual, and you can tie it to money, whatever. But to me, it is that grit to keep pushing. You know what I mean? Because if we being real, some goals are, frankly, they're 20. You have to be 2022 to start even thinking you're going to accomplish it. Hence, going to the league, right? If you're 15 years old and you listening to this, you still got 7-8 years before you really get drafted, have a chance to get drafted. So you still
Yeah.
have time. So now your success is, am I doing the daily habits? Am I doing the things that are going to help me align with where my end goals are? So success is either not quitting and then just learning to adjust and going on from there. For me, that's what it is, where you have those, I've seen in my life multiple times where you can turn and go away and choose a different one, a different path, or you can elevate yourself. I call it elevate or evacuate. I can either elevate and make myself better and do more that's going to take me to the higher altitude, or oh, that's too tough, I'm gonna leave. I don't want to go. I don't want to always evacuate. A lot of times I want to elevate myself. So success for me is being able to take those challenges and being willing to go in there and fight for it.
Man, you said a key word that was so relevant and necessary. You got to fight for it, and there's going to
Yep.
be some times in your life where you may be the only one that believe
Man,
in what
chill,
you believe.
chill,
I
chill.
know, hey,
Hey,
I know.
hey, but look, and I've been saying this more recently. I say, look, there's a part in your journey where it's only one person can fit through there at a time. That don't mean that they ain't waiting for you on the other end. You know what I'm saying? But only you can fit through this journey. And it could be 5 years, 10 years. It may be 6 months where you just gotta close the doors, don't go out, don't answer your phone, and get to work. And don't worry about, well, you didn't believe in me back then. Well, because you were trying to sell them a dream. Somebody ain't supposed to believe your dream. That's yours. And honestly, a lot of the best things I've ever done is to not tell people my dreams, because they'll deter you. And it's not because they don't want you to reach it. It's because they can't see it. They can't see it. Right? So sometimes it's gonna be solo. When I went to Odessa, I was down there solo dolo, met some great people, like you said, but I took a chance. I was like, I'm going out here solo. Went to West Texas A&M solo. Had a friend back out, and I said, I'm gonna stay. Met some of the greatest friends I got to this day. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to go out there on your own and trust your gut.
Man, I love that. That's so good. And similar, just like you said too, same thing for me. And like, I don't know if I clearly said, I know I told the people we were, all former Buffs, but we both played ball, went to school at West Texas A&M, and, as location from where I'm from, it was a long way from home, right? Still in the same state, but a long way from home. And just like you said, man, sometimes you got to get outside your box and get uncomfortable, because on the other side of that uncomfort is your maximum growth.
Mm-hmm.
And so, man, just like you said, some of the best friends I've still have in my life today, I've met at that place because I chose to be uncomfortable and put myself in a situation. And a whole lot of stuff out there don't look like nothing where I came from.
Man,
but if I didn't choose to get outside the box and be open, well, I would have hindered myself.
Yep.
Right. And we gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Ooh, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
It's a fact. I mean, it's just one of them ones, man. I went to the beach one day. I was with the wife, and we went to the beach, and she was jumping over the waves, and I'm on the shore. I'm watching, because I'm like knee high water, especially if it's natural. If it's God's
the jaws
water,
might be out there.
Yeah, I'm going, y'all good. Man, this old dude walk up beside me. He real cool. He's like, just dive in. It's all calm past the waves. And I sat down at my I didn't get in the water, but I sat down and started writing on it, because I was like, man, every bit of adversity that you feel, it's all calm past the adversity. It's calm past the waves. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, huh. And I recently listened to a book, and I do audibles because it gives me a little bit more freedom. The Obstacle is the Way. It's a book that they mention that where you feel that adversity, that's might be the way you need to be trying to lean into a little bit, because there's going to be something beyond that for you. And it's either it's not necessarily the treasure that's behind that wall. Sometimes it's who you become after you've gone through that. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go through that to come out as a much better person and a stronger person, and have learned lessons that you've been asked to learn, and now you're getting taught them, and now you finally are willing to face it. So, yeah, lean into that adversity, lean into that discomfort.
That's awesome, man. Well, as we close, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to share with the audience where they can follow you and check you out and show you some love with all the amazing things you got going on.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I'm a realtor in the Dallas area, so y'all can check me out on my website, agentarmstrong.realtor. It is .realtor, not .com. So you know who that is. And hit me up on X or Twitter at Rated Armstrong. IG is Rated Armstrong as well, man. Love to have a conversation. Oh, and you can check out my podcast, Believe in Commanders. We're on all streaming platforms. We talk all NFL, but we will focus on Washington a little bit more.
There you go. Well, again, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles, and I wish you continued success.
I appreciate it, man. I'll be tuning in. I'll be back for sure.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.